Hello guys, it's The-Epiphany. In today's video I'll be explaining the process of crushing and a bit about how it works. But before I do this, I'd just like to say that I had a few people say that I did not upload any Colosseum videos recently. I agree, and I apologize for this, but I rarely get fights. I actually got a fight an hour ago. I won the fight as well. I did record the fight, but the file corrupted, and yeah, I couldn't open it anymore. I don't know why. Maybe something went wrong in the recording, but yeah, I would have uploaded the fight if it worked. I will be trying to record Colosseum fights because I'm pretty sure that Colosseum fights is the main reason why people subscribe to my channel, as well as even started viewing my channel, because the very first couple of videos on my channel was Colosseum videos, and from there it just changed into maging, into Perceptor, just random stuff. So I want to stick with the original and go back to Colosseum. I will try and record and upload Colosseum fights. Okay, so crushing. What crushing is it allows you to generate runes, because so for example, combine resource, no, not combine, shadow an item into runes here. We can see I've got a couple of items, random items in my inventory here that I crafted because I'm actually trying to level up my final 5 professions to level 200. So I was crafting some stuff and I had some spare, yeah, so I got the items that I crafted here and I'll be crushing them. There are a couple of rules with regards to crushing that you should know about. The first rule, which actually it says when you put the question mark here, alright, so the number of runes obtained depends on the effects of an item and a multiplying coefficient. So what this means, the very first item I'm going to be crushing will be this one. Oh no, actually I'll do move free. So when you crush the item, what you get is a series of runes right here, and as it said before, it depends on the stats of the item. So obviously this gives vitality, strength, agility, range, damage, prospecting, initiative, fire resistance, and neutral resistance. Hence we're going to generate those specific types of runes in here. It also depends on the multiplier. For this item is 383%. The higher the multiplier, the more runes you get. It's as simple as that. Now the secret to achieving, the secret to getting a lot of runes is to crush items that have a large multiplier. So that's rule number 2. The larger the multiplier of the item, the more runes is generated. But how do you know what it is? That is the problem. How do you know what the multiplier of an item is? The thing is, you do not know, because the third rule, the rarer an item is, like the rarer it gets crushed, the larger the multiplier will be. So I've got an example here, 10 Gorbal Tears right here, and if I crush this, you will see that the multiplier, it went from 175 to 169. So what that means is the very first one I did would have been 175, and then the percentage would go down every time, because if it gets crushed, that means it's common and the multiplier decreases every time. So I'll show you another example with Crocobullia Strength. So crush all, you'll see the top item 393 and then 377. So this is what it generated. If I had a couple of more down here, then this one here would the next one, the third one, would probably be like 350, then 320, 300, 280, something like that. The multiplier will decrease every single time, because that means as the item gets crushed, it's becoming more and more common, because there's more of them being crushed. and therefore the multiplier will increase. So that's how there's no way of knowing that. There's no way of knowing what the multiplier is until you actually crush the item. So it's kind of a gamble if you want to crush like high-level items, because sometimes high-level items cost like 5 million, 6 million karmas, and if the multiplier is shit, then you make a loss, but there's nothing you can do there. Okay. The next item I'll be doing is I might as well do Dragon Ring. Let's have a look and see what this gets. Crush all. 131% multiplier is not that great. So if I crush another Dragon Ring, then it will be less than 131 because it's not as rare as before. 126, yeah, as expected, it's a bit lower than the one before. All right, so that's one thing you can see about the rarity of the item being crushed will affect the multiplier. If you were to crush like an extremely new item that literally just came out in the game, like a very, very new item that just came out the previous update, the multiplier will be like maybe even 2,000%, and you get like a ton of runes from it. All right. The next thing I want to teach you guys is let's read here. The most commonly destroyed items will generate fewer runes than they normally would, and the less often destroyed items get a rune generation bonus. That's what I explained. Okay. It is possible to choose a focus which allows you to generate more of a single type of rune at the cost of fewer of the other runes. So you can focus on a stat. For example, let me show you. I have 2 Dragon Wands here. I'm going to crush this normally. 389%, not too bad. Yeah, if you guys are looking, you see our estimated value and then estimated runes obtained. But just keep in mind that I crafted these items myself. So most of these maths I already had before from Perceptor hunting. Okay, yeah, so see how it's 389% and 113 KK? This is because this is from the crushing, a normal crush. I'm out of pods. I'm going to use my pod set. Shatter item into runes. All right. So now what I'm going to do is do a focus. So the stats here, the focus only works if you have one item in. If I put another item here, it will also be able to focus, but it only shows the stats that are common in both items. So maybe I want to focus agility. Agility is in both items. That's fine. But yeah, I'm actually going to do this one only. So the previous Dragon Wand was 117 KK. What I'm going to do now is focus on Vitality because I want Vitality runes. Crush this, and we get 937 Vitality runes because I focused that, which is also a greater value than the previous one. The people who make Vitality, make runes and sell them in the market for profit, they always use focus because focus, it focuses on a specific stat, giving you a lot more profit. Because Vitality runes are worth more than, let's say, prospecting runes or Vitality, worth more than prospecting runes or initiative or agility, strength, chance, intelligence. So that's why focusing Vitality is good. All right. I'm also going to be focusing on another item now, which is an Aikido medal. I'm going to be focusing on 1 AP on this item because AP runes are the most expensive. Wait, hold on. So I'm going to be focusing on the AP rune because AP runes generate a lot of money. But it all depends on what the multiplier is in this item. If the multiplier is high, we get a lot of AP runes. If the multiplier is low, we get low AP runes. All right, let's crush this. We get 17 AP runes, which is more than the estimated value. So that's all right. 730 KK is yeah, 17 AP runes, not too bad. All right, I'll do another focus. This time will be on the mastic ring. I'm actually lacking on AP reduction runes, so I'm gonna focus on AP reduction. Yeah, I'll focus on AP reduction this time. 70. That's not too good. Not too bad though. Yeah, because the multiplier is pretty low. It's only 160%. That means this ring was pretty common. A lot of people probably crushed it before. Yeah, but that's all right. It's not too bad. All right, crush another item now. Plim click. Not sure if it's rare. Not sure if it's common. But oh, whoops. I will try and crush this. All right. Focus on MP this time because we did AP last time. I want to see how many MP runes we can get. Okay, 82% multiplier, and we got 3 MP runes. Yeah, this is a clear example of an item that is very commonly crushed because the multiplier is so low. So that probably means a lot of people have crushed this item before. It's expected because it has 1 AP, 1 MP, 1 range. So a lot of people tend to go for it and crush it. And the resources are pretty cheap as well. These are just some low-level amulets that you can craft easily with low-level resources. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on. Accidentally ignored him. Yeah, like I'm second in command of my guild and COF organizer for the alliance, so people always PM me asking stuff. All right, let's have a look. We have 3 items remaining. Crush another item. For this item, I will be focusing... Actually, no, I won't be focusing anything here. I'll do... Yeah, I'm not going to focus. I'm not going to focus this one. No focus. So let's crush all. 330% multiplier. Not bad at all. This is not bad at all. Pretty nice runes from here. Like, don't be fooled by the estimated value of destroyed items because when I crafted these items, I actually had most of the resources from Perceptor hunting or just farming in general. So most of these items were pretty cheap. So I am making profit from this. Crush other items. For this item, I think I will be... I'm not going to focus, actually. I'm going to go all around for this one. Yeah, all around for this one. Crush your 235% multiplier. Not too bad. This is actually... I had most of these mats from Perceptor hunting as well, so this is not too bad. 393,000 karmas gained. Okay, lastly, Dragon Amulet. I will be... okay, so there's power traps power, which is useless. There's also damage prospecting, quite useless. I've got enough crit runes already, so I think I'll be focusing 1 AP on this. Because AP runes right now are actually pretty expensive in the market. They're like 42,000. Last week it was 30,000, so I don't know why. Okay, focus on AP rune. Let's crush that. Oh, come on, man. 37% multiplier, and I gained 3 AP runes. That's actually pretty bad. The multiplier does not... This is like if you choose focus or you choose no focus, there's no difference. The multiplier will be the same for both of them. The multiplier is only affected, influenced by the rarity of the item. The rarer the item is, the higher the multiplier. When I say rare, it means the rarity of crushing. If an item gets crushed a lot, multiplier is low. If it doesn't get crushed much, then the multiplier is very high. Alright. Actually, I'll crush this dragon helmet. It's probably not going to generate much because it's quite a common item. People usually crush this for resistance runes. No focus. Let's see how many resist runes we get. Oh. That's yeah, that's pretty low. The average price is actually it's not an appropriate measure because there's some like of these dragon helmets that have maximum resistances sell for like 10 million in the market. Like you have to get an AP sync to get it to 13% resistances all. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Do I have anything else here to crush? Let's crush the silver Dofus. Nah, kidding. Why do I have this? I'm not sure if it's possible to crush a trophy. I've never tried it before, but to do that. Yeah, why do I have this? I don't need it. Yeah, let's go. Oh, God. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. That's a clear indicator that the item, that this trophy has not been crushed much at all because that's a pretty high multiplier. The rune's cheap anyway, so yeah. Is it possible to crush a Calyptus Dofus? No idea. Oh, let me crush this two range trophy. Let's see how many range runes we get. The average price is 69 KK, so if we get like 6 range runes, that's worth it for us, I guess. Well, 4. All right. Yeah. One last thing I want to mention is that in the crushing machine there is another option that says shatter. That says combine resources. What this is that it allows you to combine smaller runes into bigger ones. So, for example, an intelligence rune. If you have 3 intelligence runes, you can make a par intelligence rune. So if I put this in, this allows me to generate a maximum of 509 par intelligence runes like this. And with 3 par intelligence runes, we are able to make a Ra intelligent rune. So maximum of that is 169. The runes that are generated from crushing are all basic runes. So in other words, int rune, or crit dam rune, or MP red rune. You have to use this combined resources function to make it into a bigger rune. Hence, the par, like the par rune. So crit dam here, par crit dam. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for crushing. Most people crush runes because they want to use the runes for themselves to make profit. To use the runes for themselves when they mage, or to put them in the market and to sell for profit. So, for example, let's I have 115 crit resist runes here. I can just put that up for like 149997, undercut the guy by 1, so mine gets bought first. Yeah, I could put that up to sell. Yeah, the same with any other rune. Like I can just put them up in the market, and they can make easy profit if I wanted to. But I'm going to be using these for myself so I can mage. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you got a bit of an insight into how rune crushing works. I will be trying my best to record Coliseum fights from now on. I can't make any promises though. So yeah,